It's semifinal day for the Class AA soccer teams in South Dakota, and both boys' games are played at Howard Wood Field, starting with top-seeded Washington against Aberdeen. Near the end of the first half, it's going to be Aberdeen goalie Reese Meister making the save right there, and we stay scoreless. In fact, we stay scoreless through overtime and double overtime, and now it's a shootout, and the Warriors' Langa makes the diving save, and then it's going to be Kevin Franco Marocan. There's your game-winning goal, the only goal of the game. Washington wins it 1-0 in overtime. Yikes. So now it's on to the state championship game on Saturday.
We are very happy to just be there, and I know everyone says that, but you can only do what you can do. And so one game at a time, one ball at a time. So we have an opportunity now to get ready for Saturday, I think it is, Saturday?
Yep, it's Saturday, Dave. Then it was number 2 against number 3 when Roosevelt hosted the Lynx of Brandon Valley. We are scoreless again. Aiden Spicer with a nice save there for the Rough Riders, actually for the Lynx. And here's the Lawson Lamberts. Gets it on goal but can't score. All right, we don't get our first goal until 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. Swad Smilovich to Andrew Cotton, who puts it in. Only 2 goals were scored at Howard Wood tonight, but how exciting were these? He's pretty pumped. Get back out there, you still got to play. 1-0, your final championship matchup is set. Washington and Roosevelt both win 1-0. Washington's in overtime in a shootout, and then Roosevelt scoring late in the game. On the girls' side, Yankton wins 1-0 on a late goal by Morgan Schroeder, and Aberdeen, no suspense there. They win 6-0, and they are the number 2 seed on the girls' side. Well, after winning 9 games over the last 4 years, the Viborg Hurley Cougars are 7-0 this year, ranked number 1 in Class 9AA, and heading back to the playoffs for the first time since 2014. And as Zach Borg shows us, overcoming obstacles on the field has been easier than the ones they and their coach have faced off of it.
Building a football program is in many ways like farming, taking patience and time.
We've put a lot of work in the last 4 years, and yeah, I think we're kind of ready to pick the harvest.
What day is it? Game day! What day is it? Game day!
The difference at Viborg Hurley is that Rob Kessler comes off less as a farmer and more...
Sometimes they think I'm a drill sergeant.
He does got the voice with him, but we know he's like not yelling at us. He knows that we can be a lot better than we are.
And that isn't a coincidence. A native and alum of the school, Kessler serves in the Air Force, taking a leave as coach 2 years ago while he was deployed in the Middle East near Iraq and Syria, returning last year with a new perspective.
You see what people live through in a third world country, and you come back to as cushy as we have it here, and it kind of changes your whole sentiment.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Which would be tested in ways he couldn't imagine last September when one of his players, 17-year-old Kelly Fox, was killed in an automobile accident with 19-year-old Brady Patterson.
We definitely kept that in mind and kept them with us on the field at all times and just played for them and pushed through it.
These kids are family to me, and when I lost those 2 boys who were like family to me as well, it definitely puts things in perspective, and it has brought us together.
And success began to take root. After a 4-4 finish last year, the Cougars are 7-0 this season and heading to the playoffs for the first time in 5 years.
We used to have a really good group of guys that work together. This has been a long time for Viborg Hurley people waiting just for this to happen, and it's finally happened. They're really excited.
Whether this year's crop leads to Viborg Hurley's first state championship remains to be seen. But Kessler hopes the seeds planted on this field.
We're trying to build these young men into well-developed, strong character, hard-working young men that can go out into society and help this country get better.
Will grow long after the Cougars leave it. In Viborg, Zach Borg, KDLT Sports.
Yeah, they have a huge game tomorrow night with Canastota Freeman. The Young Stampede won the season opener but hadn't won since. Tonight they made the trip north on I-29 to face their arch rivals, the Fargo Force, a team that in past years they've had great success against. Their goalie early in this one, Grant Adams. Well, here we go. Grant Adams was good as he is going to make the stop here off Alex Nordstrom. eventually. There we go. Nice save. Let's go on to the scoreboard. They end up losing in overtime 4-3. Lyons, Sullivan, and Anderson all scoring goals for Sioux Falls. They drop to 1-4-1. To the volleyball court at Roosevelt, where the 4th-ranked Riders hosting Brandon Valley, looking to improve to 15-7. Bella Steffel and Avery Timmons say, I don't think so. They both combine on the block, but Brooke Kelleher says nobody's blocking this one. Kevin Vanderwall, he approves of that. Watch Bella Steffel again. Bang, just about got me. And her coach was very excited about that. There's Marette Grage. Now, Cassie Ellington is going to get the kill for Brandon Valley. She goes up and puts it down. 3 close sets. But Tatum Wilson and her Riders, Tatum was the difference. She had 11 kills tonight. This is a powerful one. They actually win all 3 sets. Let's quick go to the scoreboard. Sioux Falls Christian also beats Harrisburg. Wagner and Roncalli win along with Lennox and Arlington, Hamlin and Millbank. Northwestern and Chester, Florence Henry and Avon, Baltic and Ipswich, Mobridge, Pollock and Warner, Parker and James Valley Christian, Ethan and Marty, Garrettson and Great Plains Lutheran, Burke as well. Cross country, the Metro Conference won by the Lincoln boys. Andrew Lauer was the fastest on the girls' side. Lincoln wins as well, although Hardy from O'Gorman was your winner there. Grand Cheer, ESD, Harrisburg wins that, and Grand Dance, Brandon Valley wins that. And I'll have a lot more scores for you up on our website. We'll be right back.